Hey, what's up? Thanks for watching Puppet Master FPV. We got Monday Szechuan Brewing. We're going to do some HD camera on the Mini Vortex, but first we're going to fly the Theory XL some more and get some more stick time on that one. I don't know if I've really gone over the specs on this one so much. But I can real quick for you if you guys would like. So maybe I'll make this just like a spec breakdown video. It's got a Stretch X frame with 4mm thick carbon fiber, very strong and durable. It's a bottom moderate battery mount, 13 to 1500s milliamp 4 cells recommended. It's got a Spektrum right-hand circular polarized omnidirectional antenna on top. It also has a Spektrum telemetry diversity receiver. It uses the same flight controller that is going to be in the Conspiracy, the new Conspiracy, and the Torrent, I believe, and a PDB. You also have Blade, not just regular BL Heli, not BL Heli S or any of that nonsense, but just BL Heli, but strong as fuck. They're 30 amp ESCs rated to 40 amp bursts. And one of the biggest things I like are these thrust motors on here. These are really nice motors. And these are, what are they again? Yeah, 2206, 2450 kV. More than enough power. The one thing I don't like about it is the VTX they put on it. It's got just a 200 milliwatt VTX, and you actually have to hold down the button every single time you power it up. Turn it on, it'll be a green light, and then you'll actually have a video signal. That's used so you don't step on other people's signals and stuff. But I really would have liked a switchable VTX, at least so I could have at least 600 milliwatts. I do have a Unify Pro TBS, which has up to 800 milliwatts, which I'm actually going to put in this quad at a later date. But right now it's fresh out of the box, so it ain't broke, why fix it kind of deal. And for a 200 milliwatt, it does, because of its location and the way they set it up intelligently, it does have really good reception and range. One thing I will tell you guys, the couple negatives I found on it, I think that's about it on specs. I don't know. There's a very interesting frame design for the upper housing. There's not a lot of stuff in there, but you have a pretty beefy housing. So you have kind of a lot of room to do stuff. Yeah. So one of the things I don't like is the way that the stock battery cables come out. I recommend like what I did. I don't know if you can see, but I zip tied them down so it's pushing down on them so they won't come up into the props. Because yesterday I hadn't done that, and just from landing upside down, not even a foot off the ground, but it just flipped over from force or whatever. This came up and it took a strike on the wires, and it didn't sever them or anything. I just had to apply some electrical tape, which needs a little doctoring right now. Because it's not that easy to do. That tight of space. Or I got all of them good except the last one, and then of course that's the one on top that looks like shit. So I should just tear that one piece off and redo it. But c'est la vie. Been really liking this quad though. Oh yeah, I will let you know the other negatives that I think about this. There's not much. It's really dialed in quad. It's already pre-programmed from Betaflight pretty nicely. It's not that aggressive. It's pretty docile, so if you're an experienced quad pilot, you're going to want to tune it up. and get it to where you want it. Probably increase the rates a bit and get it a bit more twitchy and responsive. But the way it comes stock out of the box is pretty nice. And the other thing I can't believe is that there's no OSD. Now, I haven't plugged it into Betaflight yet. I literally have just taken it. I wanted to do extensive testing straight out of the box. So it has not been hasn't even been plugged into Betaflight yet. When I do, I can see if there is OSD configurable, but I don't know that there is. Like, I think that's the reason they put in the telemetry receiver, so you get it sent to your radio. But like, for example, I have a DX6E, which has telemetry, but it's really lame. Like, it doesn't talk to you or anything. It just gives you like beeps. So you have no idea what, like, basically you only want to have 1 or 2 alarms set up so you have an idea of what's going off. But you can't, it's not going to tell you what your battery current is or anything like that. So the good thing is the Theory W is like that too, and I have a lot of experience working with these thrust 4 cells, and I know just exactly how long they have about and a good time to land them. And typically I land them with about 3.8 to 3.9 left on them every single time, and at the lowest it'll be like 3.75, so I've never go below that. So I take pretty darn good care of the batteries, and don't really have any bad experiences where your quad's falling out of the sky or anything. So I think we've done enough talking. Let's go fly. Once again, this is the Theory XL from Horizon Hobby. This is their Stretch X racing quad, ready to fly. It comes with the receiver, everything. You just need a battery, a radio, and some goggles.